Do you want to be more productive in your business or job? Let's discuss the story of a person struggling with productivity. Imagine, if you will, a day in the life of our protagonist. Let's call them Alex. Alex is just like any one of us, juggling multiple tasks, striving to meet deadlines and trying to stay afloat in the demanding world of work. Every morning, Alex wakes up with the intention of making the day count, of being productive and efficient, but as the hours tick by, they find themselves battling the same old foes, the mundane tasks they dread doing, the emails that keep piling up, the distractions that seem to pop up at every turn. The to-do list grows longer, the unchecked boxes multiply, and productivity seems like an elusive dream. Not just that, Alex's day is filled with decisions. From the moment they open their eyes to the moment they finally call it a night, every minute is peppered with choices. What to prioritize, which task to tackle first, how to manage time. The mental fatigue of making these decisions wears Alex down, leaving them feeling drained and unproductive. This is what we call decision fatigue, and it's a major productivity killer. Now, imagine Alex's day filled with tasks they actually enjoy doing. Picture a day where Alex tracks their efficiency, understands where they're wasting time, and takes steps to rectify it. Imagine a day where Alex doesn't have to make countless decisions because they've already planned their tasks the night before. Doesn't that sound like a dream? But what if we told you there are simple hacks that could turn this around? What if we told you that productivity isn't a mythical creature, but a beast that can be tamed with the right strategies? Are you intrigued? Our protagonist, much like many of us, often put off mundane tasks. But what if we could make them fun? Imagine turning the drudgery of routine into a dynamic activity, charged with energy and camaraderie. Let's delve into how this can be achieved. Often, our environment plays a significant role in how we perceive our tasks. The same mundane task, be it data entry, paperwork, or sorting out invoices, can feel different when you're working in a vibrant co-working space, surrounded by other driven individuals. By switching your surroundings, you're not just changing your physical space, but also your mindset. You're stepping into an environment where work is the norm, productivity is the currency, and procrastination is the enemy. Now let's add a little more spice to this. How about teaming up with someone? Working with a new team or partner can bring a fresh perspective and energy to the task at hand. The mundane task suddenly becomes a shared mission, a quest that you embark on together, turning the task into a fun, collaborative effort. Not only does this bring a sense of camaraderie, but it also introduces a subtle element of accountability. You're no longer just responsible to yourself, but also to your team. The benefits of this approach go beyond just getting the work done. You're also cultivating a sense of accomplishment and satisfaction. By setting aside a dedicated time for these tasks and focusing solely on them, without the distraction of emails or phone notifications, you're setting yourself up for success. You're not just ticking off items on your to-do list. You're winning battles, one mundane task at a time. So next time you're dreading a task, remember our protagonist and try a change of scenery. Team up with someone, step into a new environment, and transform the mundane into an adventure. Remember, productivity is not just about getting things done, it's about enjoying the journey as well. And who knows? You might just find yourself looking forward to those tasks you used to put off. Have you ever considered how much time you waste on simple tasks? Our protagonist discovered the shocking truth. So let's dive into the concept of efficiency tracking. It's a simple yet powerful tool to help you realize where your time is going and how you can use it more productively. Consider this: you track your finances to know where your money goes, right? Similarly, efficiency tracking is about understanding where your time, your most valuable resource, is spent. It's about analyzing your daily routines and tasks to identify those sneaky time thieves. Marcus Buckingham, a renowned expert and author, offers an interesting perspective on this. In his book, he suggests dedicating 20% of your time to tasks that require your absolute focus. He says, don't just work hard, work on the right things. But what does this mean for you? Well, think about it. If you dedicate 1/5 of your day to tasks that require your utmost attention, you'll be surprised at how much more you can achieve. It's about quality over quantity. It's about working smarter, not harder. Efficiency tracking is not just about identifying time wasters. It's also about understanding when and how you work best. Are you a morning person or a night owl? Do you work better in long stretches or in short, focused bursts? By tracking your efficiency, you can tailor your work schedule to suit your natural rhythms and boost your productivity. But remember, efficiency tracking isn't meant to be a permanent fixture in your life. It's a tool, a diagnostic test, if you will. Use it for a week or two, gather your data, and then use that information to make positive changes to your work habits. You might be surprised at the results. Perhaps you'll discover that you spend too much time on emails, or that you're most productive in the late afternoon. Whatever the outcome, the knowledge you gain will empower you to take control of your time and increase your productivity. Efficiency tracking isn't a forever thing, but it's a great tool to get your productivity back on track. So why not give it a try? After all, time is the one resource we can't get back. Let's make the most of it. Did you know your brain gets tired from making decisions? Our protagonist learned to work around this. Just as your muscles fatigue after a strenuous workout, your brain can also experience fatigue after a day filled with decisions. This phenomenon is known as decision fatigue. It's the deteriorating quality of decisions made by an individual after a long session of decision-making. It's why at the end of a long day, you might find it hard to decide what to have for dinner or which movie to watch. But how does this affect your productivity? Well, when you're under the weight of decision fatigue, your ability to make sound, well-thought-out choices diminishes. You might start to cut corners, make hasty decisions, or avoid decisions altogether. And in the world of business, this could have significant consequences. So, how can you avoid falling into the decision fatigue trap and keep your productivity levels high? One effective strategy is to plan your tasks the night before. This way, when you wake up in the morning, you already have a roadmap for the day and don't have to waste brain power deciding what to do first. Another strategy is to tackle your most important tasks and decisions first thing in the morning. After a good night's sleep, your brain is refreshed and ready to take on the day. It's in this state that your brain is most capable of making sound decisions. So, by handling your most critical tasks in the morning, you're making the most of your brain's peak decision-making abilities. It's also worth noting that decision fatigue is more than just a productivity issue, it's a wellness issue too. By being mindful of your decision-making patterns and taking steps to prevent decision fatigue, you're not only boosting your productivity, but also taking care of your mental health. Remember, your brain is a muscle and it needs rest. Plan ahead and give it the break it deserves. So how did our protagonist overcome their productivity struggles? They made the mundane fun, tracked their efficiency, and avoided decision fatigue. Let's remember the journey we've just been on. The protagonist started by making the mundane tasks fun. They stepped out of their usual environment and dedicated specific times to tackle those necessary but often avoided tasks. By doing so, they not only completed more work, but also found satisfaction in ticking tasks off their to-do list. Then they tracked their efficiency, realizing the amount of time wasted on simple tasks, and used that awareness to improve their productivity. They didn't make this a constant chore, but a periodic check-in with their work habits. And finally, they battled decision fatigue by planning their tasks and important decisions the night before. They utilized their fresh morning brain to its maximum potential, leading to better and quicker decisions. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please subscribe for many more useful and informative videos like this one.